Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Spinnortality. This is a game I came across a couple of weeks ago. I played the demo and I really enjoyed. It's really my kind of game. I got an email this morning that the Kickstarter has launched on this game, so there'll be a link down in the description to that. And I thought I would just give it a playthrough, see how good I am at it. So, in this game, you play as the CEO of an evil megacorporation in the near future with the goal to take over the world and become immortal. What's not to like about that? All right, it is still in development. This is a demo version of an early development build, so keep that in mind as we play, but we're going to just jump right in. Start a new game. Oh boy, naming things. I'm going to call Kitch Corp. We are going to do the hexagons, I guess. And we're going to go orange. All right. My first name is Kitch. Oh, last name too, huh? My last name is also Kitch, and we need a portrait. I think I'm gonna go the bald, evil corporate CEO. I think that's the way we want to go with that. Let's go ahead and give it a start. All right. The demo version here does have a good tutorial to follow along. I'm actually going to ignore it, I think. I think I've got a good kind of base on how this game goes. We shall see. I may be embarrassing myself. This is our main worldview here. We can see we've got kind of countries, continents all over the place. As we select these, we can see that each one of them has different traits. We have these stats here and a slider in the middle. So every country will go lean more toward collectivism or lean more toward individualism. More toward quality, more toward convenience. And every single country is going to be a little bit different. And it's going to change as the game progresses. There are parties and things that can happen that can actually make these sliders move it back and forth. There's also a bar that shows the prosperity as opposed to chaos. The more prosperity in a country, as I understand it, the more money you can make from it by selling things. The more it is toward chaos, you can do some fun things too. And we may take a look at that a little later. We can also look at the politics of this country. Currently, North America is a democracy, and there are 5 turns to the next election. Currently, the Success Party is in control, and the Liberal Party is not. Each one of these parties kind of leans more toward a specific part of one of these sliders. So my assumption is that since the Success Party is in control, North America is going to lean more toward material wealth as the game goes on. I'm making an assumption right now, but I probably shouldn't do that. But that's the way it seems like to me, at least currently. We can also look at the laws of this country. As we develop products and try to sell them, some of them are a little bit more questionable than others, and the laws will come into effect. So there may be some things like some of the more interesting social media products that we can launch will not be available because they have max social media laws. In order to release those in North America, we're going to have to drop the laws, and we can do that by, of course, buying in with these parties. Something we'll look at a little bit later. All right, so we are starting out our company right now, and what we need right now is something to sell. So I'm going to go to the research screen, and there are a number of technologies we can unlaunch. And looking at this icon right here, this is how much labor it costs to research these, and it's measured in employees. Currently, I believe we have 10 employees, 5 employees, and 5 interns. So I'm going to kind of focus on the cheapest one right now, which is a social media. This is something we can research, and it can be monetized, so this is something we can sell. And I'm just going to assign all of our employees to this. And it's going to be done in 2 turns. There's not really else. I mean, I could maximize this a bit by, bringing these down, but I'm just going to put everybody on it because we don't really have anything else to do with the employees right now. So that will be available in 2 turns, and we will be able to sell that. All right, we got a tab here for hiring workers. I'm going to kind of do an aggressive playthrough, I think, this time. My last one, I was rather conservative. I think we're just going to hire everybody we can right now. Interns don't quite have the effectiveness as a regular employee, though it's really not that different. And they cost half as much. They're recruited faster, but the problem is they're really flaky. It seems like I'm always losing interns. They're always putting in their resignation. I guess they don't like the horrible working conditions. I don't know. But I like to invest heavily in them because they're cheap. Our finance view, not a lot going on right here because we're just on turn 1, but it looks like we are going to lose $9 million the next turn. Not great. We'll look back into this whenever some more things happen. Goals, we can set goals, short-term and long-term. Long-term, of course, is the victory conditions that we have. And these are some fun things we can do, like we can set up a Black Ops division for doing corporate espionage. And there's a whole bunch of other things we can do. We will look into getting into those a little bit later. They do require these points that you gather up here, these connections. You can get cyber connections, class connections, and military connections. And they're kind of like a currency that you can use to buy certain actions throughout the game. But okay, so we've got our research set up. Everything's good to go. Let's go ahead and end this first turn. All right, at the start of a turn, we get a number of messages here. We've got new hires. Those are our interns coming in. Yeah, see, North Africa has formed an incorporated nation. All right, democratic governments, all the things showing up. Many events can occur that change the way that these countries operate over time. That's important to keep an eye on. One intern has handed in the resignation. Yeah, as I mentioned, they're kind of flaky. They don't like to stick around very often. Our board of directors is telling us that we're losing money. We need to break even. Okay, we'll work on that board. And we get a decision. These pop up. It seems like almost every turn, if not every turn. It's come to our attention that a local media conglomerate in North Africa is having a fire sale. So they're selling off all their stuff. We can grab the assets and gain our media reach, or we can just make money. I think right now we're just going to take the cash. All right, let's take a look at our research screen. We have, okay, this will be completed on the next turn. So what I may do is kind of drop this down just a little bit. I'll put an employee on it. Okay, an employee, and let's put 2 interns on it because we may lose an intern next turn. That'll be completed next turn. And I'm going to take the rest of my employees and then work on the next thing. We'll just assign everybody to this. And they can start working on the gene stems project. So that will come out in 2 turns. Employee-wise, okay, we have a whole bunch of employees coming next turn. Let's grab some more interns as well. Gonna go kind of aggressive. All right, next turn. All right, like I said, I'm not much for following tutorials. I did go through it the first time I played, and I think I got a pretty good grasp. New employees have arrived. All right, we have, let's see, the Justice Party has taken over in Russia. And we have finished our social media project. And we have a new event here. Inspirational Strike. We got a new marketing idea. That is wonderful. 1 new spin angle. And I'm assuming that's going to go to social media since that's the one we have. Okay, so we unlock social media. And we got a new spin angle on it. And these spin angles are kind of like marketing strategies that we use in order to release our products into the world. Okay, so I'm going to click on this Never Alone one, and it gives us a description. We're never alone. We're our friends, our family, our lovers. Let us help bring you together. And what we need to do is, based on that description, kind of think about what traits that would go with. This one appears to me to be pretty straightforward. This looks like it is definitely communal more than it is individualistic. And I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out. It's possible that there may be other tags that this is applied with, but it's not guaranteed, and I am really not sure. We can run a focus test. This will cost 1 of our class connections, our little currency over here. It will cost that, but it'll actually tell us what these tags are. But I think for now, I'm just going to save it, and I'm going to assume that that has to do with a communal. And then we have 1 world. People around the world are complex, different, and beautiful. Welcome to the one place they all hang out. Now, I'm going to guess that this is going to be multicultural. as opposed to xenophobic. I'm not really seeing much. It could be communal as well, but I'm getting a heavy multicultural vibe from it. So I'm going to assume that that tag goes with that. I could do a focus test to find out for sure, but I'd rather kind of save those. Let's see. How are we doing on gene stems? They are really close, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take off some employees from there for now. Maybe leave 4 on it. And I'm going to assign some employees to social media. Now, what this does is it increases so we can actually unlock more of these spin angles. And we're going to need as many of these as we can in order to branch this out into all the countries we have available. And I'm going to take the rest of my employees, I think, and we'll just start them working on business tracking and get that next technology researched. All right, so we've got a social media product. We need to launch it. And looking at our social media, we have this one world, which is multiculturalism. It appeals to that, and never alone, which is collectivism. Okay, so now North America, they are high collectivists, very high. Their multiculturalism isn't so high. So we have this one right here that I am assuming, I have decided probably means collectivism. So I'm going to use that marketing campaign in North America to launch this social media campaign, and we will find out if I guessed right or not. South America, also a very high collectivism, so let's do the same there. Now, North Africa, they're not very high on either collectivism or multiculturalism, so I'm going to, now South Africa, on the other hand, is collective. And let's see, not very high there, kind of high there. This one is very high collectivist, so we will launch that campaign there. Asia, very high multiculturalism, not so high collectivism. So let's try the One World campaign there and see how that pans out. And same thing down here for Oceania. So let's do that as well. One World. Let's see. Anything else we've really missed? You know, like, okay, no, did I start one there? No, I didn't. Let's start a multiculturalism one there. I'm actually lucking out. I usually don't do this well. We're going to launch nearly on all the globe. We're putting a lot of eggs in one basket here. Let's hope that works out. All right, and let's start. All right, let's see how we did here. All right, we broke even, so they gave us $5 million. Thank you, board. We learned a new spin angle. Stay up to date. All right. We finished our gene stems project, and let's look. Very successful. Total success. Total success. Total success. All right, that's some pretty good launches right there. It looks like South Africa was our worst one. And let's see, what did we do there? We launched a social media for Never Alone. Okay, so they're not as high collectivists as, and maybe that's it, or there could be another tag. But man, we did so well with all the other ones that I'm not sure. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. But that was definitely our worst one. And I think it's just that the collectivism wasn't as high as it is in other places. I'm not sure. All right, let's take a look at our other messages here. All right, they're, accounting, money. Everybody wants money. A major gala event will be held tonight. We have received an invitation for a company representative. This will be a good opportunity to network and build social contacts. Who should we send? Security, we can get those. Class or cyber connections. I think right now I'm going to go for the class connections and bump those up. And let's take a look at our research. So we've got this one taken care of, and we've got a new marketing strategy here. Get up, work, eat, sleep. Face it, we're all slaves and only get a good glimpse of our life beyond the cage. Gene stems can free you up a little bit. Free you up a little bit? Maybe freedom? But that's more security. Maybe it's a quality convenience thing? I don't know. let's use one of our class connections up here to do a focus test just to find out what these tags are for sure. Ah, yes, freedom and spiritual. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so now we know what tags that goes along with. We're no longer guessing. Business tracking will be done in one turn. I'm going to actually take some of the employees off, I think. Maybe something like that. Go over to Gene Stems here, and we're going to add some employees here to get some more tags for that guy. Social media, let's see. Never alone, and we got stay up to date. Technology is always changing. I think I'm going to spend another point. We just got 3 of them. Let's spend them. Okay, wealth, publicity, and novelty. All right. So that will tell us what that's pretty specific. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but we will find out. Business tracking. Okay, we took those off. Let's go ahead and add some employees over here. We'll get a little bit of progress going, maybe. We could do AI. Now, AI is not something that we can sell so much as it becomes like a worker that we can assign to do progress. And I think that'll be our next one. And okay, so these next projects, like the second tier of social media, these work, but they require laws to be high or lower. And this is what I was talking about earlier. So if I look at, North America and look at their laws are at the max. So I can't sell those here. I would have to go in and influence the government to drop those laws so that I could actually sell that product. So I want to kind of maximize my lower tier items first, the ones that don't require laws. All right, so let's see what we can do about launching this. Freedom and spirituality. Spirituality is really high. Freedom, not so much. Freedom low, spirituality, okay. We want high freedom and high spirituality. There is the opposite. No. High spirituality, high freedom. There is the target for that. All right, so we'll launch that there. Spirituality, not so high. Okay. This one has a really high spirituality and a somewhat high freedom. Now, this probably won't be a perfect launch, but I wonder if it's actually better than not doing one at all. I'm assuming that it is. We'll go ahead and launch that there. And the same thing, well, that one's really low. I may not worry about that. And we had another social media campaign. Let's see. It was this one. Wealth, publicity, and novelty. Yeah, that one's not great. Definitely not great. Oh, we already have social media there. Where don't we have it? We don't have it here. Wealth, publicity, novelty. Let's see, I'm already launching a campaign there and already have it there. All right, we'll just wait for that one until we develop some more marketing strategies. All right, next turn. All right, we've got creativity. All right, we've got some new tags unlocked. We've got, North American launch was unsuccessful, but the Asia one was. All right, that's good. I have to look and see what happened there. We launch project 6 times, Gene Stems. All right. And graduates can be a good source of future connections. Do I want to spend $10 million to... Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some hackers. Sounds good. All right, so this was unsuccessful. Why was this unsuccessful? We tried this one, which was freedom and spirituality. Yeah, I guess the freedom was just a little bit too close to the middle. So that didn't work out too well. Oh well. We got a new one, though. Sleep is peace. The modern world doesn't respect sleep. That's going to be traditional, I would assume. A mysterious state where we recharge and retouch our true selves. That sounds very spiritual to me. Restore balance to your light. Now, I think we can go ahead and relaunch this. They have spirituality and tradition, and that's what I assume those are. Let us find out. We will launch it again with that campaign and see if that doesn't improve. Tradition, not too high. You know, it's possible that this may not be traditional. Maybe it's just, maybe it's just spiritual. Let's find out. Launch that there. High spirituality, really low tradition. Let's try it there just in case. We've got a lot of money. We got a lot of money. I'm more convinced that it's probably spiritual than it is tradition, so I think I'm going to just kind of focus on that one. All right, gene stems are already launched there. And you're not there. Tradition, spirituality, low. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just kind of leave it as it is right now. And let's look at our research. Business tracking will be done in the next turn. Social media, we've only got one more to unlock there, so I think I'll leave that. Meta friendship will be done in 3 turns. All right, this looks like we've got everybody we can assigned. I'll leave it there, and I will hire some more employees. Definitely some more interns, and definitely some more employees. All right, and I think we're ready to go the next turn, but I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. We will check out a little bit more. Check out the website and Kickstarter campaign for this game. I will have it in the description below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.